Welcome everyone. So our today's topic is valency, again from a lesson measurement of atoms. So student, this is a lengthy lesson from class 9. So we have divided this lesson into different part. Okay. So it will just easy to understand you all. Okay. Now let's study this. Alright. So what is valency? So student, you have already learned about valency in your previous standard. Okay. But then only let's see. So the combining capacity of an atom of an element to form chemical bond is called its valency. That means to form a chemical compound bond should be there. Okay, so what happened? The atom of different element will share their electrons. That means one atom will lose and another atom will accept the electron just to complete their octet state. Octet state means just in their last shell 8 electrons should be there. Okay, so just to form a chemical bonds, an atom will share their electron, and this is called as a valency. And the capacity of an element to combine is called its valency. Okay, so in 18th and 19th century, the laws of chemical combination were used to find out the valencies of an element, and in 20th century, the relationship of the valency of an element with its electronic configuration was recognized. Now before understanding detail about the valency, let's study first about the valence electrons. Now let's see what they are. Okay, so the electrons present in the outermost orbit or shell of an atom are called valence electrons. So what are these? The electrons which are present in the last shell of an atom, it is called as a valence electron, whether it will be 1, 2, 3, any number. Okay, so here three examples are given here. First is carbon atom, second is neon, and third one is chlorine atom. Okay, so in carbon atom, if we will notice, there are 4 electrons in its outermost shell. That means how many valence electrons are there? 4. All right, so in neon atom, total 8 valence electrons are there. That means total 8 electrons are there in the outermost or last shell of a neon atom. Okay, so here its neon octet state is complete. Okay, because it is completely filled with 8 electron. So that's why neon will never take part in the chemical combination. Okay, because for the chemical combination, what should be there? The atom should be accept or lose the electron, but its octet is there, so it will not, octet is completely filled, so here it will not take part in the chemical combination or reaction. Okay, now third one is chlorine. So if you will notice, there are total 7 valence electron are there in the chlorine atom. All right. Okay, now let's see valency with a, now let's study the valency with a proper example. Okay, so here sodium atom is there, and we know the electronic configuration of sodium atom is 2, 8, 1. Okay, so what happened? A sodium atom gives away 1 electron and a cation of sodium is formed. Here you can observe the Na will lose 1 electron, that means minus 1 electron, and it will form Na plus ion, and this is called as a cation. And what is cation? This is a positively charged ion. Okay, so you can observe the electronic configuration of sodium is 2, 8, 1, and after losing 1 electron, the electronic configuration of sodium ion becomes 2, 8. All right. So here this is a orbital structure of a sodium atom. So here the sodium atom electronic configuration 2, 8, 1, and after losing 1 electron, it will form cation, that is positively charged ion. All right. Okay, now next is valency. Okay, so here chlorine atom is there, and the electronic configuration of chlorine atom is 2, 8, 7. So what will happen? A chlorine atom takes up 1 electron. That means the chlorine atom will accept 1 electron. That's why here above the arrow plus 1 electron is written. That means it will added 1 electron to its last shell. Okay, and it will form an anion of chlorine or chloride, and thus the valency of chlorine is 1. So what is here? Chlorine atom, the last shell chlorine atoms have 7 electron, and to complete its octet state it will require one more electron. So it will accept one more electron from the sodium atom, okay, or any other atom. So what will happen here, the electronic configuration of chlorine will become, after addition of one electron, it will become 2, 8, 8. So here it is accepting one electron, that's why here its valency is 1, okay, or that or we can say that to complete its octet state, the chlorine atom will require one electron, that's why valency of chlorine atom is 1. Alright, so this is a structure in which we can observe here chlorine atom will form negatively charged ion or anion, that is called as a chloride. Alright, okay, now here what is there, student, after the give and take of electron is over, the electronic configuration of both the resulting ion has a complete octet. That means when sodium atom will loses one electron, so its octet will complete, okay. That means it will give its one electron to the chlorine atom. You can observe the pink arrow, that means the one electron is losing and it will gain by the chlorine atom. So here the sodium octet is also completed and chlorine atom octet state is also completed. That means last shell 8 electrons will there. Alright, so here due to the attraction between the unit opposite charges on the two ions, one chemical bond is formed between sodium ion and chlorine ion and the compound NaCl is formed. That means after losing the and accepting the electron, what happened, the chemical attraction, chemical reaction been taken place, and Na plus and Cl minus ion will form sodium chloride, that is NaCl. Here the chemical equation is written, that is attraction between sodium, that is Na plus, and chlorine minus, or sodium ion and chlorine ion will form NaCl, that is sodium chloride. Okay, so the sodium atom has the capacity to give away one electron, while a chlorine atom has the capacity to take up one electron, and this means that the valency of both the elements sodium and chlorine is same, that is 1. So the valency of both the elements is 1. Okay, now let's see the electronic definition of the valency. What it is? The number of electrons that an atom of an element gives away or takes up while forming an ionic bond is called the valency of that element. And here we can say that while losing or accepting the electron, the ionic bond is formed, and this is called as the valency of that element. That means how many electron will lose or how many electron will accept. This is the valency of that element. All right. And the number of electrons that are given away or taken up is always a whole number, and hence the valency is always a whole number. Okay, so here on page number 54 one table is given to us and we have to complete that table. Okay, so here 4 columns are there. That is first is for element, second is for atomic number, third is for electronic configuration of the element, and fourth valence electron, and last we have to write the valency. Okay, so first is hydrogen and helium are completely filled. Okay, so atomic number is 1, electronic configuration is 1, valence electron is 1, and valency is also 1. But in helium here 2 electrons are there. That means its last shell is completely filled. First shell is completely filled. Why? Because the capacity of first shell is 2 electron only. Okay, so the valency will be 0. Now in lithium the atomic number is 3 and its electronic configuration will be 2, 1. Okay, in first shell 2 electron, in next shell 1 electron. So the valence electron is the last the number of electron present in the last shell, so it is 1. And as the last shell 1 electron it will there, so it will easily lose 1 electron and its valency will be 1. Okay, so beryllium atomic number is 4, so electronic configuration will be 2, 2, and valence electrons are 2. And what is this valence electron? The electrons which are there in last shell, and valency is also 2. In boron atomic number is 5, electronic configuration will be 2, 3, and valence electron 3. In last shell 3 electrons are there and valency will be 3. Okay, carbon atomic number 6, electronic configuration 2, 4, valence electrons are 4 and valency is 4. Okay, so student, here till here we can understand that if the valence electron are less than 4 or 4, so the valency will be as it is. Okay, valency will be as it is. Like here carbon atom, 4 valence electron are there, so valency is 4. That means it can easily accept or lose the electron. And till boron, it is same, that is 1, 2 and 3. For helium it is 0. So less than 4 or 4 will be, valency will be same only. Okay, because they will easily lose their electron. And nitrogen atomic number is 7, electronic configuration is 2, 5 and valence electrons are 5. Okay, but here valency is 3. Why 3? Because in nitrogen atom, to complete its octet state, it will require 3 more electrons. So it will easily accept 3 electron, and that's why valency of nitrogen is 3. Okay, oxygen atomic number 8, electronic configuration 2, 6, valence electron are 6, and here valency will be 2. Okay, because his last shell 6 electron are there, and to complete octet state it will require 2 more electron. Fluorine 9, electronic configuration 2, 7, valence electron are 7. So here valency will be 1, because it will easily accept 1 electron just to complete their octet state. And neon, sodium, magnesium, it is as simple as that. You can easily do this. I'm not explaining this. Okay, now let's move towards our next slide. Okay, so next is the variable valency. So what is this? So under different conditions, the atom of some elements give away or take up different number of electrons. It means according to the situation. So an atom loses electron from the shell next to the valence shell, and that means next to the valence shell. Okay, last shell is the valence shell, and next to the valence shell means before the valence shell. Okay, so in such a situation, the element exhibits more than one valency, and this is called as a variable valency. That means more than one valency. Okay, and in such a cases, those elements exhibit more than one valency, and this property of element is called as a variable valency. Okay, so again here one table is given to us. So element symbol, valency, ion, nomenclature. Okay, so here elements is are copper, mercury and iron. Are 3 elements are there. So these 3 symbol of copper is Cu, mercury Hg and iron is Fe. Okay, so valency of copper, mercury and iron are 2. That means 1 and 2, and in mercury also 1 and 2, but in iron it is 2 and 3. Okay, so when the valency of copper is 1, so it will be written as Cu plus, and when the valency of copper is 2, so it is written as 2Cu2 plus. Alright, that means it is losing its 2 electron. That's why here it is written as 2 plus, and Cu plus is called, nomenclature is cuprous, and Cu2 plus it is cupric. Okay, and mercury is when the valency will be 1, that means when it will be losing 1 electron, it is called as a Hg plus, and 2 electron it will be Hg2 plus. So 1 mercurous, and it is mercury. Same with the iron Fe, that is 2 and 3. So here when it will be losing 2 electron, ferrous ion, when it will be losing 2 electrons, so it can be written as Fe2 plus and called as a ferrous. And when it will be losing 3 electron, it is Fe3 plus and called as a ferric ion. Okay, so I hope you all have understood this topic, and the last topic is remaining. So we will continue in our next session. Thank you all.